It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Right to the air, it's Fields. Oh, and they're going to get him again. 2 plays, 2 sacks by the defense.
We can feel this crowd all the way up here in the press box, Mike. I mean, 1 play in, 1 sack later, and this crowd is rocking.
Now a 2nd down throw for Fields. That's caught downfield. Dobbs.
I think the defender thought he had himself a pick here, Mike. He saw that curl coming the entire way, but unfortunately for him, it was a curl and go. They took him deep. Leads to a huge pickup.
They'll run. This is Jaylen Warren. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is how you drop your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
In motion is Myers. Fields now on 2nd down. He's going to keep it himself.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. This is intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
First throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Epps. And the Raiders are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game. They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Second down. It's Fields. He's got the Golden Domer. That's Michael Mayer. And he's going to be taken down after a big second down pickup. But we do have a penalty marker on the field. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, Warren. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Warren. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. Here's Warren. And he's going the wrong way. Dropped back at the 7.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor. They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Fields from the pistol. That one, take it in. Romeo Doubs. Touchdown, Raiders. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's Cam Akers for the first time. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They bring Judy in motion. From the gun, Josh Allen. And that is incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
To the left side, he's got Njoku. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it. This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
On 1st and 10, it's Allen. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and
he's in. Kamari Thrash. Touchdown, Black Knights. Dustin Hopkins now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Black Knights will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. First and 10. From the shotgun, it's Fields. He's going to let one go, looking for Myers.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Off the RPO, this is Dobbs. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
It almost seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
He gets that complete to his tight end man. Give him 14 on that one. First down, Vegas.
First down, Raiders.
Here's Fields. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play. And that's exactly what they did.
That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
And I think this is going to be a matchup they exploit the rest of the game. They go to it here early to test it. And I think with those results, it's something they should continue to come back to, because I'm not sure the defense has a matchup for that running back.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Second down and 8. Dobbs headed in motion. Throwing is Fields. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. The task now a really tough one. Third and very long. They motion the slot man left. Fields from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Dobbs that time. And that'll set up fourth down. The Raiders send their punt team out. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He's got his tight end down the field. That's Njoku. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 80 yards for the touchdown. Extra point up and good from Hopkins. And the Black Knights will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here to take it back, Quez Watkins. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Fields now to throw on 1st down. In trouble, and down he goes.
As this offense continues to try to find its way out of this hole, things are going to just continue to get more difficult if they can't protect the passer. The longer you trail, the more the...
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Here's a screen set up for Warren. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. How about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
Go, take it to the house.
They'll throw on 1st down with Allen. He finds Judy on that one. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. Out of the gun, they'll give it, and it's 4. Oh, the ball's out. One of the Raiders has got it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender
to the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Throwing now, Allen here on 1st down. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and Frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
They give it, and it's 4. He'll inch forward for maybe a yard. Eddie Jackson up from his safety spot to make the play. Third down and 9. From the gun, it's Allen. That's over the middle and caught by Judy. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
They'll run for it. It's 4.
I know it's 4th and short, Mike, but at this distance, you actually have to clear a lane out. You can't just fall forward or push the pile. So that conversion, it's as much of a credit to the blocking as it is to the running back seeing the hole and hitting it.
Now Allen on 1st down. This is Carter for 2. To the goal line and in. Damari Thrash. Touchdown, Black Knights. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Wes Watkins going to bring it back. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Fields to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield. Fields now on 2nd down. This one up top for Dobbs. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And will bring up 3rd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a 1st down. They go play action with Fields. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the 1st half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called by the defense. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this 1st half. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Play action now for Fields. He's going to let one go, looking for Myers. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. He's got a receiver. That's Michael Pittman. A 1st down throw for Fields. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Now timeout Vegas. That is their 2nd.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
1st down. Fields. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Michael Pittman. Touchdown, Vegas. Carlson now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Raiders draw closer here. It's 21-14. The clock showing 5 seconds remaining in this half as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 1st half of play.
Black Knights 21, Raiders 14.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Past midfield. Look at him go. And he's going to take this one coast to coast. 95 yards. It is a touchdown. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His 1st NFL touchdown. And he missed it. That's a rare miss for the veteran. And they're unable to add on the point after. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now Watkins on the return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Here's 1st and 10. Fields now. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them. And it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Seemed to me from up here, Mike, that he really locked in on that guy. He told himself, I'm going to give my guy a chance to go compete for this ball. But anytime he enters such a crowded area, it usually means if he works through his progression, there's an easier throw somewhere on the field. Instead, he tries to fit it in and just wasn't able to quite make the completion.
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Ward.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this 2nd half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
2nd and a yard. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. From the gun, Josh Allen. Got his man at the 6. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball.
And he's into the end zone yet again. Kamari Thrash. Touchdown, Black Knights. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in one game. That's his 3rd of the game, his 6th this year. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now, Watkins on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Fields. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Hopkins now to tack on the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Black Knights will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now Watkins on the return. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's Fields. To the right side, hauled in by Myers. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a 1st down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Hook him up on a 2nd down and 8. Dobbs headed in motion. Now a 2nd down throw for Fields. Open down the field is Mayer, the tight end. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Hicks.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
On 1st and 10, it's Allen. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
All right, right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays. And frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. In motion is Myers. Fields now to throw on first down. He'll look deep for Pittman. That's hard. And he will go all the way. Michael Pittman. Touchdown, Raiders. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep.
Oh, big hole left side. And he will dive into the end zone. 93 yards. It's a touchdown. Now Hopkins on to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Black Knights are able to extend the lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Now Watkins on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. On first and 10, Fields. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Second down, it's Fields. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. Now, Fields. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
On first down, it's Allen. To the left side, he's got Njoku. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw.
And he will score again. Jamari Thrash. Touchdown, Black Knights. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now Watkins on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. Now Fields. He's got the tight end Mayer. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. In motion, that's the tight end Mayer. So, 3. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing is Fields. And more of the same. Another interception. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky this didn't go all the way back for a pick 6.
Now Allen on 1st down. That is caught by the tight end, David Njoku. Touchdown, Black Knights. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Extra point up and good from Hopkins. And the Black Knights add on to their already sizable lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. In motion is Myers. Fields to throw. That's Dobbs open left side. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Fields now on second down. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. They need 8 as they come up for third down. To throw is Fields. And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
They'll throw on first down with Allen. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And he will take this one in. 80 yards for the touchdown. He has come alive after the break. His third touchdown of the second half. Greg, in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. A first down throw for Fields. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go. He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They go play action with Fields. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. His offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Downfield for Njoku. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
On second down, here is Allen. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
And And he cannot be stopped. He is into the end zone again. Damari Thrash. Touchdown, Black Knights. With that, he joins Gale Sayers and Alvin Kamara, players in the Super Bowl era with 6 touchdowns in a single game. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's got another one. Michael Pittman. Touchdown, Las Vegas. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Carlson able to knock through the extra point, and the Raiders will get just a bit closer. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Throwing now, Allen here on 1st down. A throw caught by Judy on the outside. 13 yards to start that drive, and a quick 1st down. From the gun, it's Allen. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Christian Wilkins, the former Dolphin, in there to bring him down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran.
And that one is intercepted. Jair Alexander picks it off. And the Raiders are going to take over just shy of midfield.
Even though that interception, it probably won't have much of an impact on the outcome of the game, but at least defensively it gives them something positive to build off of, because up until that point, this game's been a struggle.
First down, Fields. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete. From the shotgun, it's Fields. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Romeo Doubs. Touchdown, Vegas. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
A return now from the 4. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Well, I think one thing's for sure, Mike. I don't think we're seeing an offense that is comfortable with this late lead. They're continuing to put pressure on the defense and say, hey, I don't care how much we're up by. We're going to continue to execute our passing game, and if there's opportunities downfield, we're going to continue to take them. If you want to be a top-notch NFL DB, of course, yes, the athleticism is a given, but it's really, you have to be instinctive. The instincts are what allow you to maximize those physical skills, and you saw him on full display right here, leading in the big-time breakup.
That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to be brought down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is...
It is brought in the end zone. Jalen Tolbert, touchdown, Black Knights. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. Fields now to throw on 1st down. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Over the middle, he fits it into Dobbs. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. On 1st and 10, Fields. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. Fields now. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Fields from the gun on 3rd down. And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
On play action, Allen. Now now he'll run it. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15.
And this is when it just gets very frustrating as a defense, because this is what it's been like all day. The pass rush is good, but just not quite good enough. They let him slip through, and he burns them with big yardage.
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Hopkins now to tack on the extra point. And he missed it. It's no good. One of the few things that's gone wrong so far. So they're unable to add one more point onto this big lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This taken at the 5. A good return as he takes it across the 30. To throw is Fields. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Now Fields. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. That's the safety, Grant Delpit. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I got to give credit, Mike, where credit is due. I mean, they have played a complete game in all facets of football. I mean, the scoreboard pretty much reflects what we've seen play out here over the last 4 quarters.
On first down, it's Allen. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
Well, there's refusing to take your foot off the gas, and then there's this. I'm not even sure really how to classify. I mean, to have this type of lead in the 4th quarter and still continue to air it out. I'll tell you what, I'm going to pay attention to this after the game coach's handshake. I think could be pretty interesting.
So the fans going to head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. And they were able to run up a big point total here, higher even than the 72 points put up by Washington in 1966. That was the previous record. They were able to surpass it in this one. An incredible record-setting offensive performance. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.